Alert. Subject seen in Sector 6. Combat 12. Pursue.
Affirmative Central Control. Deploying retrieval units 5 through 7.
Tonight, trapped inside a collapsing building, this man reveals how he survived a free fall through hell. Plus, Project C peeks in on the private lives of severely disturbed people.
And a military disaster. Lethal robots on the loose. Watch out for murder machines.
A tunnel to China? A hole 428 miles deep proves this entrepreneur digs the endless pit. You're on top of the world. Brought to you by Pfizer, the world's pharmacy, and Macintosh Computers. Think different.
In the Washington Post, they ran a story, and it was a coverage of a high-level meeting that took place in Tokyo on global environment. The speech was rather amazing. It was Conaval, C-O-N-A-V-L, made this statement. We now can create tidal waves, create earthquakes, and create and maintain and alter other weather areas, whether it's a storm, expanding storms, or whatever. We had already used it, and it had worked well in flooding torrentially Cambodia, Laos, and during the Vietnam War. We used it as flooding as an application to flood the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and it worked very good. We bogged them down there, and then we were able to come in on top of that, of course, and bomb them, etc. So we used it as a weapon of war ourselves during the Vietnam War. I guess one of the most applications of it now is even mind control, but it's the electronics application to alter people's personalities, even do it from a distance, as in just aiming an instrument at somebody and causing
depression and a variety of other mental disorders or personality traits.
These are the papers, the paperwork done on the electronic means by which electronic waves or rays, if you will, can be utilized to block, stop move, alter, change, completely block off and divert or whatever the weather. It includes creating lows, creating storms, expanding them, generating, and even generating ELF, low frequency vibrations that actually can move Earth in the ground itself and possibly generate or slide and expand the possibility of earthquakes. And actually vibrating it, expanding the vibration such that it would actually crack the entire Earth open.
When we get talking and these people are synthetically warning us about stupid things like alternating current,
The AC current that we use when you throw on your light at the house.
this is the same principles that they're using to heat up the ionosphere and alter and control the weather.
I had somebody that contacted me and said that only God could change or alter the weather. Well, I wish that were the case, because then I certainly wouldn't worry about it.
You told the Associated Press that the American government has created weather tampering techniques. Would you explain what you were trying to say?
Well, what I was trying to say is exactly what I said. There is weather control techniques that not only does it exist, but that we even utilize it as far back as the Vietnam War. You might want to touch base with Senator Kerry.
I just want to repeat before I turn to
So yes, but we do have all that information.
You're saying the government has created weather tampering techniques.
As bizarre as that sounds, if you think that 85 tornadoes takes place in the middle of our growing area by simultaneous accident, I'm sorry. With the equipment that's already set up internationally, and as bizarre as that is, it is proven and documented. We will supply you with those documents. As bizarre as that is, I would say that weather wars, and this is quoting actually Senator Claiborne Pell himself, that they are the greatest weapon ever created in the world, and that's the Senator's own statement. So yes, I do stand on that.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about baking cakes or how to plant tomatoes or how to mow your lawn or how to tattle on your neighbor with water waster hotlines. We don't want to hear about how we can thumb scan to buy and sell and retina scan and be criminal slaves. We don't want to hear your government lying, cowards. We know you're not even part of the system. You're just the little cowards, the pretty faces and the minds that paint the picture that the establishment wants. We are not going to stop exposing you. Stop telling us about baking cakes. We have some serious questions. There's footage of the feds shooting people with their own cameras. There's footage of this. We need you to answer these questions. It's not a joke. This isn't a publicity stunt. We need answers. We need answers. It's been going on for 3 years. Don't you care? Is it funny? We're leaving. We're leaving. You can call him. We're going out here. Oh, look. Look, he smugly sits there and makes a face. It's not funny. It's not funny at all, slave master. Why do you allow this? Why do you allow yourself to be manipulated and controlled? It is very saddening, and it is wrong to be part of your lives. We refuse to submit to your lies, and we're going to continue to stand up. They refuse to report on the facts. Where is the free press in this country? I don't give a damn. These people are murderers. So I'm sick and tired of hearing your lies when you machine gunned a bunch of men, women, and children. You got a big problem, buddy. You sit over here. I'm not afraid of you guys. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I'm sick of it. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You don't stand up for the Constitution. You stand for zip, not a zero. You have no calm of plumb. It's false, my friend. Let me tell you, a lot of people are writing down your names. You can follow people around. You can harass people. You can back up your bankster buddies. But a revolution of peaceful information is coming, and when it comes time, you people are going to be brought to punishment. You understand? Just like Nuremberg. Just taking orders doesn't cut it, my friend. You understand me? All the rest of your garbage, So you can't sit here. You can assess me all day. I want you to assess me. I've assessed you. A smiley-faced slime ball that sits here and soft pedals and tries to placate the media. It's a real pleasure to stand up to Big Brother and all his slimy cronies. Let's get out of here.
But the victory will be more than just politics, as far as I'm concerned. The victory will be an endorsement of a philosophy. I believe in my heart of hearts the victory in 1998 is going to be good for Texas, and that's the most important thing about the campaign.
Shouldn't we abolish the Federal Reserve and the CFR? That's the real reality that none of you will talk about, and most of you are members. That's what's destroying this country, Governor. Don't you stand for America, sir? What about the Federal Reserve and CFR? You people are being lied to. This country's been taken over by Europe, and I'm being drug out. Laugh at it.
Public assembly. Okay.
Where's Carr? I got some cuts. Stop, Carr. Take him right here.
Hold your business. Give a shit. I am pretty much bitch. If people don't like it, then go fucking fuck their fucking self. I'm not time for this championship bullshit. Who's a faggot with Tilba? Ronald the goddamn Donald. He's an asshole. Don't talk shit about Total. You get your retarded ass in the bathroom. She can say it. Force my door. Yeah! What the fuck are you looking at? Fucking jump! Jump! Do it, you bitch!